Look at the cat. The cat is trying to eat your books.
Hello, so this is a flower you might know by another name, but its name is Quedlashotli. It's a Nahuatl name. And here's Tochli, that means rabbit in Nahuatl. That is the face of Mikitzli, which is death, also in Nahuatl. And here are some decorations from around the neighborhood. I have that pig, but it has wings instead. Aren't these cute? I love how much New Yorkers decorate. That Grinch thing, in all its various iterations, is super popular everywhere here. And this is a mapache. That's also a Nahuatl word that is a Spanish word now. It's a loan word from Nahuatl. And it comes from the verb to thieve because raccoons grab onto things, they steal things, they grab with their little hands. And so that's where the name comes from. It's from a verb that means to grab or to take. And then in Spanish, it's also the same connotation about taking. Mapache.
It's hot time. We're doing a hot time for books.
Kwanzaa books. Some books we got from New York City, from Brooklyn for Kwanzaa.
Gift from New York City.
A gift from Brooklyn.
This is where we got the books from, on a corner in Cypress Hills.
Just one by one?
Yeah.
Okay. The Mud Pony, retold by Karen Lee Cohen.
Oh, I wanted to use this one too in with one of my 30 Days books, Retold by Karen Lee Cohen, right? Retold and illustrated by someone else. That is part of how you cite native stories.
Ah, okay.
Because and also you can cite tribes as being the owners and authors of stories and still cite like a retelling. Like you're citing the retelling.
Got it. Okay, yeah. That's cool. There was once a poor boy who longed for a pony more than anything, so he made one out of mud. Alright, so that's the Mud Pony. Alright, next we have Make It Happen, Ashima Shirashi
Sorry.
Rock Climber.
There's like a whole series, the Make It Happen ones.
Oh, okay.
In there.
Okay. In the years ahead, people will need to learn new skills to help them succeed in work and life. Okay. So we have 4 more Make It Happen books. They're all different parts of the same series. McDonald, a singer. Mingo Zapata, an artist. Stephen Ritz, an urban farmer. And Anaya Williams, a writer. But yeah, these seem kind of cool because it's like a sort of a step-by-step. Like, okay, here's what I do, how I did it. Make it happen, plan a trip. There's another set here. Oh, we had these in my school.
Oh, really? I almost didn't grab them.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no. I think I had them in my preschool.
That's
my,
so cool. I'm glad I got them.
Christian pre-K. It wasn't that weird, actually. It was like regular pre-K. Anyway, I think my preschool, it could have been elementary, had these, but backs are all the same. People who made a difference. In today's world, we need to be inspired by the brave and noble lives of America's heroes. Oh, another Make It Happen.
Aha, I knew there was more.
Judeline.
This one, I thought you would pick this one as your favorite. I thought you would like this one. This one is an honor review. Vocations.
This one is fun. So, trades are important, guys. Like, my dad's an electrician, and I might have been an electrician too if I didn't like rock so much. Like, listen.
I might have been an electrician too if I wasn't so against being in male-dominated industries. That's also how I felt growing up. Like when you talk about that's some people's callings. That is not my calling. Some people want to be the only woman there. Girly fields only. Thank you.
That's true. That's a whole type. It's really interesting, right?
Sewing, linguistics, anyway.
Okay, so there's a bunch of short ones in here. Animals.
Oh yeah. So the science ones for sure. But this one I thought you would like because it's literally about building.
Oh.
And it talks about the lever, and like what a machine is. It's so cool.
Oh,
Science.
Simple machine. Animals on the move.
I thought of Amelia for that one. And migration.
Ooh, yeah. Being human.
This one seemed like an 80s book about diversity.
80s.
You know, these seem like maybe they got rid of them because they got replacements, like updated replacements for them.
Well, also, like, they eliminated a lot of the science curriculum. Like, oh my gosh. The NGSS is like the new national science standards, but they're trying to do it better than Common Core so they did a study on like elementary school. They're like, yo, are elementary schools ready to do NGSS? Because we kind of made like a really heavy duty science curriculum here, guys. And like, so they went through and like, they were like, okay, so what's the state of like science elementary education? Bad, terrible. There isn't. It's so bad. Okay. Anyway, 40% or under 40% of elementary school students get more than 20 minutes of science instruction per week. Not per day, per week.
Dude.
Yeah.
You tell me. You're telling me you were the science teacher.
Yeah, so extracurricular science education important. Making a newspaper.
That one I felt pointed for us.
Yeah. Well, also like press is important.
There's a reason Quakers were like famously like publishers.
Yep. And then Starry Sky, which is like one of these Discovery Kids readers.
I thought you'd like this one for explaining the eclipse that's gonna happen, and also it's got astrology.
Oh yeah. Abolish teaching astronomy without astrology. Why is that separate?
They go
It's
together.
like sexism and racism and only that. Ooh. Okay.
There's 2 of those.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. The Emancipation of Grandpa Sandy Wills by Cheryl Wills.
I thought you'd like that one.
Illustrated by Randall Pearson.
I thought maybe you could even just tell it.
Sandy was no ordinary slave. He was a freedom fighter. In 1863, he escaped the plantation and took arms to battle against the pro-slavery Confederates in the American Civil War.
Cute.
Adorable. Oh, this is the news anchor. I've seen her. CNN's rival. Robin Meade's rival. My dad's morning show lady. The Great Migration. An American Story. Paintings by Jacob Lawrence. To me, migration means movement. There was conflict and struggle, but out of struggle came a kind of power and even beauty. And the migrants kept coming is a refrain of triumph over adversity. If it rings true for you today, then it must still strike a chord in our American experience. There's some maps in here.
Oh, I pulled those maps for us to use. That's the Francophone New World.
This is perfect because it's all of the...
I thought so.
And the Caribbean's on here.
He loves maps, but what he loves is making me wait more.
Oh, my bad.
You can look at the maps if you talk about the maps.
Okay, so basically... So we were talking about getting a map so that we could actually map out where everyone is... Where we all have gotten to. I guess we could map where we're from, but it's not that certain after a certain point, and where we all are now is like...
Well, we put our point, and then it's like where we've moved from, and then where we were moved to, / or where our parents moved from, and like have like a 3-point.
Multiple first generation, the second generation, third generation. Because also, like, once they stepped off the fucking boat, they were different. Like, that was, like, it was a one-way ride. Like, even for the people that went back, 'cause some people made it back, it was still a one-way ride. But I find it so interesting because there's a few, I don't know, middle grade fiction novels, which, like, colored my view of this. But they're about, like, captives that, like, got taken into slavery and somehow made it back. Like, in a very Odyssean, like, Black Odyssean sort of thing. But, like, they're still very American.
I mean, the Amistad ones are the ones I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
One the thing I'm going to say about 3 generations being important like that, we could do that visually and, like, have that be the center. That's so cool. And also, ideally, you see everything get tangled up, right?
Yeah.
Where do you think, or where do you trace your history to? Like, if you don't know, it's fine, but you still have, like, cultural ancestors. Who do you look to for your cultural ancestry? That's where you're coming from. Where are you trying to go? So many people want to join other cultures. Like, I've met so many people who, like, want to join Mexican culture. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, we're great. And they, like, really try to study it, try to appreciate it, have a deep love and respect for it, like, have participated in it, like, grew up in it, marry into it, you know, like. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, it's a participatory culture. Like, we did it.
Well, we should put that word in there, participatory. It's like, yeah, you're invited if you participate. Not steal, not to take to nobody, but, like, you come in and you participate.
That one was
a very short one.
It wasn't a short book. It's not completed. Other pages weren't there.
Oh, okay. Oh, cute. Everybody...
That's about how everybody wears braids.
Yeah. Tana Winter, oof. Oof, it's cold out there. It's cold up there. Wait. Interpreter manual. 2023-2024 certification period. Alright, this is the part about when I talk about how much I love being an NYC poll worker.
Really?
Oh my gosh. Like, so this is a manual that you would get in, like, so I haven't done this course, but interpreter manual is like if you're doing interpreting for the elections. I don't know how they decide which sites get an interpreter. We've never had one, but also everybody speaks Spanish, like, on purpose, so I think that's kind of the thing. But New York City DOE is so cool. Like, I remember going with my mom to vote in Georgia, and it was always so hard. And she always had to have like 5 pieces of paper and like play 20 questions, and then the polling place would change all the time. Sometimes it would be far, and like, yo, that would never happen here. Like, I didn't realize when I started here, like, they're much closer here. Like,
When you live in a city, so it's like already you're gonna have an advantage.
exactly. And like, you can technically affidavit vote at another site. Like, they don't guarantee it's gonna make it, but like, they will take the vote. Like, if you vote at some other place. And I don't know, it's incredible. Like, the voter suppression they're not doing here really highlights the voter suppression in Georgia. That's what I gotta say about that. We got another science book, Eruption: The Story of Volcanoes.
You would like that.
Yeah, this is a good picture. What can sleep for years and then explode with a bang? And then Splat the Cat and the Duck with no quack. With no quack.
This one I just really identified with the quack. I am the duck with no quack.
You're the duck with no quack.
That's how I feel sometimes. And she splat the cat. Look, she's looking at me. Oh, I wondered what you thought of that one. That one just went directly into the pile. I was pretty discerning.
Diamonds. Y'all, we're gonna do a separate video about diamonds because wow. Gemstones, Fire and Ice. Another science book, National Geographic Kids, Great Migrations, Whales.
I thought we could do that. Goes with the migrations.
Yep, that's true. Migration is a very old like occurrence, starting from like at least the dinosaurs. This one, it looks cute, and I want to say I definitely had in elementary school. When's this from? 1999. Yeah. Coming to America: The Story of Immigration by Betsy Maestro, illustrated by Susanna Ryan. I'm gonna actually open it up this way because it's got a whole. Wow, this is great. On the day that Ellis Island opened, the first person to step ashore was Annie Moore. She was a 15-year-old girl from Ireland. She had traveled with her two brothers to join their parents, who had settled in the United States 3 years earlier. Wow, that was the perfect page to open. Oh, this is another one by Cheryl Willis. One with a story about her grandfather. So this is Emma by Cheryl Willis, illustrated by Sue Cornelissen. Cheryl Willis's love for her long-lost great-grandmother, Emma Wills, is honored in this majestic story. This book is a treasure that Emma could not have ever imagined. A portion of the proceeds of this book will be donated to the African American Civil War Memorial Museum. I think my dad worked on the museum.
Really?
I think he did some electric work for them.
That's really cool.
It was definitely a war museum in like Tennessee. My parents are so into museums. It's hilarious. Bonus haul. We got some unsweetened applesauce, Royal Select, some cut yams packed in syrup, and some more cut yams packed in syrup. So
We're not producing educational content. We're
several
making
more
a
short
YouTube
ones.
video. Because when I saw them, I was like, yes, the dumbed down version, because we can't have the gay man, and we can't have the woman, and we can't have the secret disabled daughter. Like, that was literally how I went through it, which was, like, not the best take, but, like, I was when I was looking at them.
Also
being
fair.
like, yes, the one we had to talk about because we couldn't talk about the rest.
Also, like, I don't know, don't we need to talk about Eleanor Roosevelt? Are you as Eleanor Roosevelt? Famously a lesbian with a husband.
Oh.